Welcome dear student. Welcome once again to the SRBPS online classes. Today we are going to discuss about solving linear equation. As children, already we have discussed what are the steps that we have to follow while solving the linear equation. So we are going to follow the same step. So one by one I am going to tell you the step, and one by one we are going to see that how we are going to apply those steps, and those steps are applicable to each and every question. So step number 1 that we have discussed was to make the denominator same. To make the denominator same at the both side. So here we can see that it has a denominator 1 and it has a denominator 1. So now we are going to take the denominator. So as we can see, here we have 3 as a denominator and here we have 2 as a denominator. So the common denominator which we can take at the both side, that could be 6 or any other number which will be divisible by both the numbers. So here I am going to take the common denominator, that will be 6 at the both side. Now since I have changed the denominator, then I have to change the numerator as well. So here it will be multiplied by 6. It will also be multiplied by 6. It will be multiplied by 2 to become 6. So the numerator will also be multiplied by 2. Same procedure we will follow here. It is 2, to make it 6, I have to multiply it by 3. Similarly, we will multiply the numerator by 3. Now we are going to write the numbers. So here we can see that 4p multiplied 6 will be 24p. Now p into 2 will be 2p and 1 into 2 will be 2, right? Now we can see what sign will be there of these terms. So as we can see, here is a minus sign which is between the both terms. So that sign will be considered between the both terms. So now negative and positive will become negative. Negative and negative will become positive. Right children? Same thing we will going to be do here. It will become 6 and negative and plus will become negative. 3 into p, 3p, and 3 into 2 will be 6. And since it is a negative, it is also negative, so it will become positive. So this is the way we can make the denominator same at the both side, and accordingly we can change the numerator, right? Now what we will do, we will cancel the denominator at both sides. So here the denominator get cancelled because it is whole denominator 6 and it is whole denominator 6. So now we can cancel them. Why? The question raised why we can cancel them, because if I am going to transpose this 6 here, so it will be transposed here and it will get multiplied with the whole RHS side. So as we can see here, if I am going to transpose this number, so I can see here that 6 is getting multiplied here and it is in denominator as well. So both the number will cancel each other. So just to save this point, just to save this time, I cancel the number here only, and I am not going to show it that when I will transpose it, then only it will get cancelled, right? So you can consider it as a shortcut. Now rule number 2 says that reach to the saturation point. Reach to the saturation point. Saturation point. Now what is saturation here? Here saturation means that we have to reach to the condition when no more calculation is possible at both the sides, right? I'll show you how. As we can see here, this is variable, this is variable, so they both can be solved. So 24p minus 2p, it will be 22p plus 2 equals to, now here also we can see that it is 6 positive and it is also positive 6. So we can write it minus 3p plus 12. Now at LHS we can see it is variable, it is constant, and here it is variable, it is constant. So at both the side, now we have reached to the condition when no more calculation is possible, right? That means the saturation point. Now point number third. In point number third, what we will do? We will transpose, and we will transpose in addition and subtraction, right? So now we can get the constant at one side and variable at another side. So here I am going to write it. So if I'll erase this, so 22p, it is a variable, so I'll get it here. It will become positive and 12 will remain 12 only. It is a positive 2, so it will become negative 2. So now we have transposed. Now we will move towards the fourth point, and the fourth point says that again we have to reach to the saturation point. Again reach to the saturation point, right? So it means that again we are going to solve it. So I'm going to erase the first step. Always you have to follow all these steps in this sequence only, then each and every question you will be able to solve correctly. Now with the next step, after this 22p plus 3p will become 25p equals 12 minus 2 will become 10. Now as we have reached the fourth point, now we have reached to the condition when no more calculation is possible. So the last step is, the step number 5 is transpose in multiplication or division. So here we can see that 25 is getting multiplied with p. So if it is getting multiplied here, so there it will get divided. So 25, so p will remain p, 10 divided by 25, and p value will be, that will be cancelled, 2, 5. So here the value of p has come, that is 2 by 5. And what we call it? We will call it root of an equation or solution of an equation. So children, always keep these 5 points in your mind, that whenever you are dealing with the solving any sort of any kind of linear equation, so you can blindfoldedly follow all these points to get your solution right. Right children? So I hope you get this all. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Bye-bye.